Hello and welcome back to another episode of PopCulture Reacts. And we are back with some more Skindred.
What was the first song called? I was
The
trying to remember
first
this,
one
but
we did was Nobody, which was
nobody
off their first
does it.
album. We are jumping all the way forward to the yet to come out new album with the first single that came off that.
And amazingly, not only are we jumping forward in time, but this jumped massively up that sequential list. Conspiracy. I think so.
Well, sometimes being the owner of the list means that I can amend the list.
Yeah, I wonder why I stopped having the list. And I wondered why things started to jump quite a lot when I stopped having the list. Anyway,
Shall we get in with the new Skindred
well,
and some Gimme That Boom?
I'm kind of hoping. I remember not really being that enamoured with the last one. I remember it being okay, and maybe not doing what I hoped it would do when like the premise was
Yeah.
given to us. But I remember it sounding a lot more new metally than I wanted it to.
Yeah, so obviously that Nobody's was from 2001. So it is in that sort of era of the new metals.
Yeah,
So
I think when I heard like kind of reggae metal and let's go ragga and metal as well, I think I
yeah,
was hoping for more of that and less of what I got. But you know, it was just one song, wasn't it? So maybe
it
this one,
was.
maybe I'll love this one.
So let's get that boom.
Just joshing. Right, let's gimme that boom.
Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Not turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom, 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 you need to slap up the face. We got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the dread are gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say? Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Not turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome. Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that.
So, Mr. Seddon, did it give you that boom? May I help if you unmuted yourself?
Probably didn't want to hear what I was saying anyway. No, it didn't give me that boom. Unless boom is equivalent for a 4 or 5 out of 10 average bang average song.
See, I think the dread might not just be for you because I think you might still get a little bit too much new metal on it.
There's nothing but new metal to this. This is new metal, isn't it?
It's not new metal.
It is. The 17 and a half minute long repeat of Gimme That Boom Boom in a Fred Durst Limp Bizkit kind of way is new metal. And that is what 80% of that song is.
I don't hear it as new metal, but it's just clearly we hear these things differently.
What isn't new metal about repeating one line over and over again with a kind of element to your voice? That is archetypal new metal right there, isn't it? Isn't that like the hook for most new metal stuff? And not to insult it, but isn't that is the hook for most new metal stuff, isn't it? And that's what that song does. I mean, there's a bit where he modulates his voice into a kind of reggae style for about 25 seconds, but other than that, what is it if not a new metal song?
See, I wouldn't. I mean, it's because musically it isn't new metal-y because it doesn't have the down tuney bits that new metal did. But
Tried
I
it
guess
for again for about 30 seconds. It did go into a down bit for about 30 seconds, but it was too caught up in doing the same thing over and over again, and not as a criticism. You know, like we've said, there are some songs that I think really work doing the same thing over and over again, and but yeah, it was a chorus of a Limp Bizkit song sung repeatedly, wasn't it?
I don't think so, but as I said, I just hear a fun little bouncy sort of summery song.
Well, that's why I kind of go 4 or 5 out of 10, like bang average. Like I wouldn't call it bad, but I wouldn't listen to it again if it come on a playlist. I'd probably get 20 seconds in and go, oh yeah, that's that one that says "Give me that boom" over and over and over again. And again, not to go totally ham on repetitive, but that was like the big sort of selling point of it, and it wasn't enough of a selling point for me. It wasn't a good enough hook or good enough catchy enough hook for me to kind of want to listen to it ever again.
So no more dread then.
Well, I don't know. Like if people want it, like that. This isn't about necessarily like whether I like it or not, or whether you like it or not, is it? The idea is to kind of experience something new and to be honest with how we felt about it. And I think 5 out of 10 is quite a good review of it, if I'm honest. 5 out of 10's average, isn't it? Average is fine, isn't it?
Yeah, there is that, I guess.
Yeah. People take 5 out of 10s if you said it's the worst song ever invented. You go, no, in the world of songs, the millions of songs there are, it's somewhere in the middle, which is not a bad place to be because there's a lot of good stuff out there, isn't there?
There is, yes.
But I don't know. I'm quite intrigued to find out what you like about it. Like, we don't just want like kind of me sitting there going average and I don't like this, and you kind of going, well, I do in the end. Like, what is it what does it do for you?
See, for me, it's just a fun, bouncy song, and do they dine out on the "Give Me the Boom" bit? Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe.
There's a maybe there. If we're being honest, there's no maybe there, is there?
I think it's one of those because obviously I've heard this a few times because being out for as long as it has, and it been as soon as it was like, oh, new Skindred, oh, I'm on. This to me is with a band like Skindred who are 20 years into a career. If I hear a song and I go, would I want to hear it in their live set? And I would have this in the live set. I think this has the energy to bounce around. And
Yeah, in a kind of, I'm going to say like in a smaller setting. Like I'm not talking like kind of selling out Wembley, but I think in a gig of a few thousand, yeah, I could see this being a song that really gets the crowd's energy up. Definitely.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think when you are with the sort of bands that are this sort of far into careers and stuff, if it's catchy, it has a decent riff on it, and especially for Skindred is bouncy, I'm gonna like it. If it sits in the things that I like, and yes, that probably does go back to being Captain New Metal in the '90s, and being my
We are going to
angsty teenager.
find, we are going to keep going because we are going to find some new metal that I like. Like I've said to you on like when we do comic books and things like that, I think in every genre of something, there are things that will resonate with you, and I'm really determined to find it. I haven't yet, and I would say so far, everything we've done is very much of an ilk, and I know that's kind of how genres work, but there's nothing distinctive about any of them yet. I mean, I guess you could argue kind of the singer. I mean, as I say, like, I feel almost like not by you, but by the kind of the the concept of it. I feel almost lied to by this band. That the kind of selling point, and I'm not saying that they did it, but the selling point of them being something with a slightly different twang to it, it just isn't there. Certainly not on this song. Like there's no, it's not a sustained enough twang. Like when we did Bloodywood, you kind of go, there's your unique selling point. Here's your taking a style of music, integrating it into something, some metal genre, some combination of metal genres, and doing it amazing. This is 20-25 seconds of changing your voice a little bit for it, but there's no kind of like, there's no reggae music in there, is there? There's no.
No, this doesn't have the reggae or dance hally
Yeah,
drop in there that they do have
which
on
I
other
think
bits and pieces.
it would be nice. I think it could. I think it could do with it.
Yeah, but yeah, it said they're doing Norwich in October, and Skindred play Norwich. I go that water is wet, and when they drop this, I will bounce around like a tit probably in the pit.
What I'm about to say is going to sound mean, and I don't actually mean it to be as mean as it sounds. But if I was based off that song, I wouldn't go if the tickets were free. And not because it's horrible. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't spend my evening doing that. I'd spend my evening listening to stuff that I like more, and I think is better. That it's a 7 out of 10 or above. Yeah. Dude seems like it'd be a great night out though. I will say that. Although, like, I don't want to go out if he's wearing them glasses. They look like they're going to be a health and safety risk, I think.
Benji does love his spiky sunglasses.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where he found them.
The amount of times I fall asleep with my glasses on, dude, I would be cut up every morning. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's all right, isn't it? How about that for a review? It's all right. And again, I guess that's partially like what we say on here is kind of I want better than all right. All right's fine, as I say, it's fine, but I want better than all right. I want things that wow me. Yeah.
So, what did you lot out there think down there in the comments as always? Put your suggestions in because they get chucked in the list.
Anywhere that Chris fancies. As this video attests to.
Hey, we jumped stuff
Give
up
us some,
for you too.
Give us some. Have you? Give us some decent new metal. Like give us like non-Chris picked new metal, please.
We did. Someone picked Methods of Mayhem, and you absolutely loved that.
No, you picked Methods of Mayhem. Then someone picked another Methods of Mayhem song.
As always, like, subscribe, ring the bell. And until next time, goodbye.